Hi, I'm Bachan Anand. I'm here with Michael Spayd, who has been an agile coach for quite a few years. So, Michael, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself and the new book you're writing?
Well, I've been an Agile coach for about 9 years now, and uh, I've been involved in very large-scale transformations across big companies, and I've mentored a lot of coaches and set up a lot of teams, seen a lot of different teams. Most recently, I've been doing a lot of professional coach training, getting professionally trained as a coach, both from an individual coaching point of view, but also more recently from a relationship systems point of view, we call it. In other words, like a team as a system, how to coach the team so that the team is the client as opposed to the individuals on the team, particularly being the client. So that's a really exciting. It's like a paradigm shift, and that's what I'm most excited about right now is working in that kind of way with teams and bringing that into the Agile space.
Okay, that's good. I know that you have been a lot involved with mentoring and coaching circles. Why don't you tell a bit about your experience with what's a coaching circle and what's your experience so far with the mentoring and coaching circles?
Well, what I've been getting into lately is how can I share the knowledge that I've gained from working in these. I feel like I've been very privileged to work in some very big implementations of Agile. I've worked with a lot of really good Agile coaches, with a lot of really good clients, and I've learned a lot, and I've mentored a lot of like I said, Scrum Masters and Agile coaches, but I haven't done it all together in a group before, and that's what I'm exploring right now. I've got two Agile mentor groups going right now. One was already a coach circle that they worked with each other on a weekly basis, and then they brought me in kind of as a mentor, sort of a guest speaker kind of role, and the other one. We're just starting out, and I'm kind of the mentor for the group, and we're exploring people bringing in situations and helping each other get a perspective on what's going on. So I kind of see the idea of coach circle is interesting. I kind of see two different things, at least probably more than that, but I see two different things going on. One is like a mentor group where I'm leading it and sharing knowledge and creating some amount of structure for it, some kind of form or format for how the group goes, but people bring content, and we use everybody's wisdom, obviously. But there's some degree to which I'm bringing a teaching intention to the group. Another thing that can go on in the same group, but is more like a mastermind group, and a mastermind group is having two or more people, usually more like 5, 6, 7, who all have each other's common interests in mind, and who give each other feedback, who really help each other, hold each other as coaches, and try to help each other get to the next level, whatever that might mean for them. Those are kind of two different formats that I'm exploring, and one might turn into the other, but and I think there's other possibilities, like you and I have talked about extending coaching circles into organizations, but right now I'm working with cross-organizational ones, which is cool.
So, from your experience, who would or who has been involved in these coaching circles? Are they agile coaches? Are they managers? Or
Yeah, mainly. I think it would be. I've done some teaching of Agile managers, but I haven't set up a coaching type group with them. I would really that would be fun. But what I'm concentrating on right now is Scrum Masters and Agile coaches, and bringing people together that have the same basic role in an organization. And the same basic challenges, I mean, we as Agile coaches all share a certain, we know, there's that, management getting over involved or management not being involved enough, issue, or there's the resistive person on the team, or we share something that way, right? And that's a rich, fertile ground for learning from each other. And I think it would be very different to bring in people from different roles. I think that could be a different kind of advantage, but that's not something that I'm wanting to explore right now. It's really more focused on a given role, bringing them together and having them learn from each other.
That's good. Why don't you tell us about your new book you're writing?
So I'm, as I mentioned, I just got done with my coaching and certification as a systems coach, and I'm wanting to bring that perspective to the work of really the idea of it is, how could your whole enterprise feel like an Agile team? How could that happen? And I think that's where people are starting to think right now. You're certainly seeing people talk about the Agile enterprise, and I have a 7-layer architecture basically for an Agile enterprise, and it's taking a systemic view, a systems-oriented view toward that, and how can we look from each of those levels, from an individual level, from a team level, from a management level, from a program level, and so forth, up to the enterprise level. How can we look from a systems point of view? What can we learn from that, and how can we implement or really take Agile across a whole enterprise? Not necessarily all the practices, but what would it mean to bring the spirit of Agile to executive leadership, for instance? It might not mean having scrums, it might, but it might just mean seeing the world in a little different way.
Okay, that sounds very interesting and a lot of value to the community.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Good luck with your book.
Yeah, thank you, Bachan.
Thanks.